What's going on, guys? Dan here, back again with an update video. So a lot of stuff is going on. Just to catch you guys up really quick, I know I probably got you with that clickbait title, but it is actually true. I am going to Japan for my birthday at the end of this month, and I'm really excited about the trip. Also, if you probably noticed, or maybe you can't really tell, I have I lost my voice for like almost like a day and a half, and it's been kind of weird not being able to talk, but it gave me some time to think, and I wanted to make this video to let you guys know what was going on, and also let you guys know, yeah, I'm not like disappearing or nothing. I just haven't been able to talk. But anyway, what I wanted to just, I guess, reiterate is I want to thank you guys so much for supporting my channel and watching my videos. I know I might say that in other videos or in just anything, but I want to just say thank you guys. I really appreciate you guys watching videos, and it does mean a lot to me, especially when I'm going through things and YouTube gives me the positive outlet that I need to basically continue to go on, and it's like it's really fulfilling. I'm glad that you guys are enjoying the content, and I'm glad I'm able to make it. A lot of you guys it used to be here from back in the day when I used to make amiibo videos, and it was really fun making those videos. I wanted to even just comment on that really quick. I just noticed today that like the new amiibos came out, like the corn and cloud and all that, and I thought that it was so crazy that I went into like the grocery store and I didn't even know that they were released yet, and they were there along with Splatoon 2, just in a vast abundance, and nobody even cared. No one's in line. So I was just kind of sitting there thinking and reflecting. Even back at that moment, my voice was kind of gone. Well, it was starting to go. And I was thinking like, man, like I wanted to say something to you guys. I wanted to make a video and just say, wow, it's kind of funny like how crazy that fad died. And it made me also think about how I'm making these Duel Links videos and how different it is compared to when I was making the amiibo videos. And I guess this part is for people who are trying to make YouTube videos, or if you are looking to make Duel Links videos or any kind of video, I think this part might be important for you guys, because something I learned while making these YouTube videos is that depending on what your channel is like set up to make, or what people expect that your channel is going to produce, if it's tied to something that's a fad, that is never a good thing. Like, it's okay, like if you are maybe, let's say you are a YouTuber and you happen to get on the amiibo craze because you have like a history of loving Nintendo, and then this amiibo hunt video thing becomes a craze, and you hop on the fad and you add that as an addition to your existing content that you regularly produce, and you don't slow down or stop producing that. It could be beneficial for you to add that on as a supplement to get new subscribers. But if you create a channel, for example, around amiibo hunting, or like I had amiibo training, you're kind of putting yourself in a weird box where you kind of end up just not having options moving forward. Especially, which kind of goes back to what I said originally, made me think of the differences between Duel Links and amiibo training. Is what you're doing supported by whoever is the original creators? For example, Nintendo and the amiibo thing was somewhat supported all that year, but when they were done making their money, you know, with their amiibo stuff, they hadn't continued supporting and I had to come up with something to keep my channel going, like the amiibo tournaments, which was really hard to produce. It was just a lot to do, and I know a lot of you guys are still doing it, which is awesome. And you guys understand like how it could be hard to produce that, then stream it, and then just everything was just it was hard to do, but it's just like making Duel Links videos. It was fulfilling and I enjoyed it. But after the amiibo fad started to die off and the only thing was left was the fandom that I had created for my channel, and we just kind of all gathered around together to continue to make more amiibo videos until amiibo basically became almost forgotten. And watching your channel slowly die because of YouTube's algorithm changes and people just losing interest in what you do, it really sucked. So just to give you like, I guess, a brief history, if you are here just after Yu-Gi-Oh videos, me making the Duel Links video was another one-off video. At the time, I was making a ton of one-off videos, trying different video styles and different video types, and trying all types of stuff just to see what was gonna happen next. Because basically at the point where I was making these kind of videos, I was doing like a Hail Mary pass, like if it doesn't work here, then I'll never do this again. I have to stop. Because, not to say it wasn't like quote unquote being financially viable, like that wasn't the reason I was gonna stop. The reason why I was gonna stop is because I was putting a lot of time and effort into something that was literally fading away and dying, and I was trying to save it and it just would not recover. But I uploaded that relinquished video and Yu-Gi-Oh, if like people can see your passion, you know what I mean? At the time I was dealing with a dead channel, crazy stuff happening at home, crazy stuff happening in my life, and situations getting increasingly worse in every aspect of my life. And then on top of that, like the only thing that was keeping me sane is going away, and I was trying to save it, and I was trying everything that I could to maintain it, but it just wasn't enough. And people can see like in you, if you're trying to entertain them or you're trying to show them something, sell them on something, you want them to buy into something, like subscribe to my channel and watch my videos, they can see when you are quote unquote faking it, or they can see where you are quote unquote trying to give it your all but your heart's not really there. And I was getting comments like that on the amiibo videos, I was getting comments like that on my other videos, and people would use like phrases like a try hard, which I thought was weird because I actually was trying hard. I was trying hard to make like the next great thing on my channel so that I could grow. But when I think back on it, I guess try hard more in the aspect of your heart's not really in it, so you have to put forth so much effort to try to be entertaining when you were just entertaining before, when you were passionate about what you were doing. And when I made that first relinquish video and I made the King of Games, I was so happy to get that title the very first time with that relinquish deck. It was just so amazing and it made me feel so good. And I thought, man, I gotta make this video. And I made the video, and when I look back at the video now, I think it's really cheesy. I think it's kind of bad. I think my setup was kind of ugly too. I had all kinds of stuff going on, plus I wasn't using the sophisticated software that I'm using now. It's not really all that sophisticated, it's OBS, but I'm just saying, like, I wasn't using that. I was using Elgato at the time. I think I was using my Elgato game capture software, and I was cutting, like I was recording it on my phone, and I was connecting my phone to my computer and downloading the file. It was just a lot of work to try to do it because I didn't know how to do it, and I didn't even know what to type into Google to figure out how to do it. And then when I typed stuff into Google, no one really knew how to do what I was doing, which was I guess record your phone in real time on your PC, and that was pretty hard, but I figured out a way to do it. If you guys want me to like break down the technical stuff I got going on, I guess I could do that if you guys are interested in just learning some behind the scenes YouTube stuff. I don't mind making that, but other than that, it's just, you know, it was insane, you know, trying to make those kind of early videos, but the response for those videos were so overwhelming. Like, you know, even though I'm over exaggerating certain scenarios and certain things because I am making a video for the sake of laughter, you know, my actual feelings of disgust and excitement are there. Like, I actually do feel that way, but instead of just, you know, I mean, you know what I mean, like how you are happy or surprised about something and you would normally jump up and be like, hell yeah, but you're at work, so you're like, oh yes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, basically, you know, you kind of reserve yourself in other scenarios and other places, and I just choose not to reserve myself to play up my feelings as I'm making videos. And it resonates with people, and I'm glad that it does. You know, the creator of Yu-Gi-Oh! Once said that the reason why he created Yu-Gi-Oh! Was to foster, you know, community and like friendship and create bonds. And he's even said, he went on to say, if his work generated any friendship, created at least one, you know, it was all worth it. And when I think about something like that and kind of like my whole story, like my whole like Yu-Gi-Oh! Story, it really rings true to me because I have, you know, over 10,000 friends because of Yu-Gi-Oh! That's awesome. It's just amazing. And it's, you know, it's a surreal experience. And I'm glad to be having it with you guys. And I never made a 10,000 subscriber video because I know exactly what the video is. I'm thinking about how I can do it and how I can make it, but I have to continue what I want to make. I don't have the technical skills for, so I have to continue to get better. And I promise I'll make it before I get to 20,000. But I will make that 10,000 subscriber video, and I want it to be special because my Yu-Gi-Oh! Story, I believe, is special. It's different than, I mean, any other person's Yu-Gi-Oh! Story I've ever heard. And I think that when I tell it, I want to make sure that I can do my story justice. And I don't want to suck, you know, or be mediocre at video editing and not be able to keep the visuals up with what I'm telling you, because a lot happened in my life around Yu-Gi-Oh! And this right now, this moment, playing Duel Links for you guys as entertainment is just so surreal, and like life has come full circle. So yeah, that's it, really. I am going to Japan, and I know I started out with that and I said that in the beginning, but if you wanted details on that, here's the details. I just totally forgot to even tell that. I just got lost in what I was saying. But here are the details. I'm going to Japan at the end of this month. I forget the exact dates. My wife knows those dates, and I already took time off from work. So I'm going to be gone for a week. I think it's the very last week of August. My birthday is on August 15th. So we couldn't get it for that particular week because ticket prices were ridiculous. It's very expensive to go to Japan. But this is like a once in a lifetime trip, and I'm glad I'm able to take it like now. I do plan on making like a vlog series for the Japan trip. I'm not gonna be like, blah, look at my vlog channel. No, I'm not making it a vlog channel at all. God, I couldn't do that every day. But I think that I really need to make like a vlog video, or at least one. You know, not like I don't want to say like I will make a billion videos. Like, I don't think I'll do that, but I want to at least make one video about the Japan trip, and I want it to be cool. We are going to Akihabara. It's like the anime town or something like that. I'm not really 100% sure like on all the cool, amazing things in Japan. I know they have some Yu-Gi-Oh stuff going on this year, so I'm hoping like maybe I can get one of those like foam Yu-Gi-Oh wigs, or I can get or I can duel somebody on Duel Links in Akihabara. That would be amazing. I would love to make a video and like add that in. Oh, that would be so sick. I want to like use my Nintendo Switch and play arms with some Japanese guys. It'd be awesome. I really have like so many like expectations. Everyone that I've known that has ever went to Japan told me it was like the most amazing trip they've ever had. I've been on some great trips. I haven't really been on vacation much, except for when I was on vacation with my wife. And so far, I've been to Mexico, I've been to Jamaica, I've been to, yeah, I think that's it, just Mexico and Jamaica. I go to Mexico more often than I go to anywhere else, but I'll never go back to Jamaica. I hated Jamaica. But nothing against anyone that watches my videos from Jamaica or anything. Not to say like Jamaica is a terrible country or Jamaican people are bad. My experience was not the best. I'll leave it at that. But yeah, man, it's just, I don't know. I'm going to Japan. I'm gonna be gone for a week, and I plan on making some videos. I'm gonna make videos beforehand so you guys can have videos. Hopefully too much doesn't happen in Duel Links while I'm gone, but I imagine that once I get to Japan, you know, they might have some dank Japanese things going on. I don't know if my phone, that'll be interesting too. Like, will I be, like, if I'm in Japan with my like US account, my North American account or whatever, you know, will I duel Japanese duelists? You know, or will I be dueling people from like my region, or like kind of like what's gonna happen because I'm there? Will it change my game? Will it affect it any? I don't even know. I'm sure someone probably knows that in the comments. They'll probably let me know, but I have no idea. But I'm really excited. And if my voice wasn't so jacked up, I would probably sound even more excited. But it kind of hurts to talk, and this is the most I've talked in about 2 days. Yeah, I know this video is going on about 20 minutes, but I'm just telling you guys about all this stuff that's happening. You know, when my dad passed away, and I had made that video, and I was basically telling you guys how I felt at the time. You know, I was in a really rough place, and you know, to see people also go through that, like Darman and, you know, Duel Links Metas even had issues with his girlfriend, and you know, some health scares. You know, it's, you know, it really sobers me up, you know, in terms of like what's really going on in like the real world. Like you know, it was fun making the videos on YouTube and stuff like that, and then I had my regular job and it was fine. But then out of nowhere, reality hits you hard, and sometimes it can like really affect you in a negative way. And some people don't recover, like that guy from Linkin Park. You know, his friend or bandmate, you know, took his own life, and then he took his life soon after. Not to, I don't really know the like backstory to say if it's related, but you know, sometimes when you hear those stories about a friend taking their life and then the other friend takes their life soon after, normally it's of depression from losing that friend or other things, who knows. But I'm just saying that the whole point of it is, you know, sadness and depression can come out of nowhere and really have a negative effect on you. And everyone doesn't have a YouTube channel. Hundreds or thousands of people that can give them so much positivity that, you know, it's just immeasurable. You know, everyone doesn't have that. But I was lucky enough to have that, you know. So as a YouTuber, as someone who has some sort of internet fame, I take it seriously, at least enough to the point to be conscious and aware that, you know, to some people, you know, I'm some kind of person to look up to or look at and say, hey, look at that guy, I like what he's doing. Or look at that guy, I want to be like that guy. You know, I realize I'm living somebody's dream somewhere, you know, I'm trying my best to be the best kind of person I can be, and grow and continue to just, I don't know, make a positive impact on the world. If it's not, you know, it's not as, it might not be as significant as being like a heart surgeon or, you know, some sort of philanthropist that's, you know, feeding hungry children in Africa, but, you know, putting a smile on somebody's face, you know, because I got salty because somebody killed me with a black skull dragon is worth it for me, you know. And I enjoy making people feel good, because at a time where I didn't feel good, I had thousands of people to support me. So, you know, I'm never gonna quit doing YouTube videos. Probably I'll keep doing them for as long as people are watching them, even if it's a small amount of people, because I have received enough emails and comments of people just saying how my video affected them some way in a positive manner, and that's enough for me to just keep going. But of course, I want to grow too, so I'm gonna try new things, I'm gonna add new content, I'm gonna do all kinds of stuff. But I'm always gonna I think I'm always gonna do Yu-Gi-Oh! Because Yu-Gi-Oh! Was something that was so important to me and so special to me in my life at a time, and this literally was my dream, creating Yu-Gi-Oh! Videos. Well, not creating Yu-Gi-Oh! Videos, sorry, that was not my dream. My dream was to be basically like a Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime character. I wanted to be like a Yu-Gi-Oh! Main character. I wanted to be entertaining. I wanted people to watch me based on the prowess of my Yu-Gi-Oh! Skills. You know, whatever they may be, entertainment, deck building, dueling, whatever it is. I always wanted that, and it's so crazy how it came to me, you know, almost 20 years after me wanting that. It's insane. Like when I saw like the first season of Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime, like that really sparked like this excitement in me, and I wanted that. I wanted it just like that, and now it's real. Like, you know, it's just super real now. Like if you think about it, like if you think about Duel Links and then show like Yu-Gi-Oh! Brains and this obvious similarities that Konami intended to be there, you can see like how someone like myself can look at Duel Links and feel that connection. So I don't know, it's kind of cool just being like somebody who, like, one day someone will look back on a Dan video, on a YouTube Dan video, on a Yu-Gi-Oh! Dan video, or your Dan video, or whatever you want to say the Y stands for. It's up to you. But it's like somebody's gonna look back on it in 10 or 15 years and remember me as a part of their childhood. That blows my mind. Somebody might show me to their kids and say, look at this guy, isn't that funny? Or look at this guy, isn't that entertaining? Or Yu-Gi-Oh! Might be dead and gone and someone might say, look at this guy, sure did waste his life. But I think it's kind of awesome that people can look back and just say, this guy did a thing at a time. And when I'm older and 1 foot you know, in the graveyard, 1 foot on the banana peel, I can turn around, look back and be like, damn, I sure did have some nice hair. Oh man. But guys, I know I kind of rambled on and just talked about so much stuff and got all existential on you boys, but yeah, let me know in the comments, man. This is like a real ass video, so you can tell me some real life ass stuff in the comments and I'll be down there reading it and commenting. Just tell me whatever you want. And I'm glad that you guys are here with me, and I'm glad that I'm able to give you guys some entertaining content. So thank you guys so much. I love you guys and I appreciate you guys, and I will catch you in the next video. Keep it dank.